Hi everyone, Jay Gombach. Welcome back to the Porsche Center Calgary virtual showroom. And with me today is something very special. What we have in front of you is a 2020 Macan GTS. These cars were sold out originally with our first round of allocation, so it is quite nice to see we do have one available in stock car. There are a number of things that make this car unique and special. If you're not familiar with the brand, our typical lineup is a standard or base car, S, and then you can get into a turbo. The GTS variant only comes out every 4 years or so, 3-4 years, so it is more of a limited production car. And what it offers you is basically everything sporty that you would want on an S at a nice kind of discounted package. For this year, for the 2020 models, the engine has changed. So instead of a tuned up S engine, we actually get the new engine from the Macan Turbo, just down-tuned slightly. So let me talk about that for a little bit first. This is our 2.9 liter twin turbo V6. It is known as a hot V, where the turbochargers kind of sit inside of the V of the engine. The benefit is less travel for the air and kind of more smooth and quicker reaction times. In this car, what that's going to give you is 375 horsepower and 383 feet-pounds of torque. That's a ton of torque. The important thing as well is that torque starts really early. It starts around 1750 in the RPM range. So there's almost not a time where you don't feel the pull and excitement from that engine. That of course is paired with our PDK transmission, and the combination is outstanding. On paper, Porsche gives this car a 0 to 60 mile an hour run in 4.7 seconds with the Sport Chrono and launch control activated. I have seen people getting on the internet low fours, 4, maybe a little better. So the performance out of this thing is phenomenal with that setup. The GTS, being that kind of niche sporty package, out of the box does include a few options that you might want to add to your Macan S, for example, to make it sportier. So right out of the box, it is going to come with the Sport exhaust in black. That is an excellent system and sounds amazing on this vehicle. It does come with the air suspension and PASM, or the Porsche Stability Control System. So the car does sit a little lower than our standard or other Macan options out of the box. You also get the 20-inch wheel as standard. This one does not have that. We'll get in that in a little bit here. All of your badging on the vehicle is in the black. That is kind of a signature GTS kind of thing to go along with the car. So a lot of good standard features out of the box with the GTS model, along with the engine and performance upgrade from the step-down S model. Let's get into this particular car in front of us. This car is in our Volcano Gray Metallic, one of my favorite colors for sure. Interior is the black and red, definitely my go-to interior. So that is the leather interior, and with that package you do get the red leather cross stitch. The wheels on this one were upgraded to the 21-inch turbo wheel. So that brings me to an interesting point. Because the standard specifications on the GTS model are already quite high, typically being that 20-inch GTS wheel in black, it doesn't cost a small fortune to upgrade little things like the wheels to the 21-inch. So you're already starting at a fairly high spec. It doesn't take a lot of extra money to maybe go to some of the higher end features that you might want. Now again, this vehicle in front of us here, even within the GTS, I would consider a very high spec model. So much so the feature sheet was too long to print on one page, so I am going to kind of walk around the vehicle and try to remind myself of some of the additional features. So first and foremost, Premium Package Plus, that is a must in our vehicles. If you've seen any of my vehicles, I talk about it to death, and that is going to give you your panoramic sunroof, standard 14-way seats. It's going to give you the heated and ventilated seats in the front, rear heated seats, all the goodies that you'd want in the car. So again, another option that was opted on this vehicle was the 18-way seat. So with the premium package, it does come with the 14, so it was only a few $100s to upgrade to the more bolstered and more adjustable 18-way seat in this vehicle. I really like those seats, especially if you're going to do some performance driving, or as I like to say, spirited driving in this car. They are just going to hug you and hold you into to your seats. So we do have the dynamic headlights. I believe we added the tinted, or the back of the headlights are black in this car. This car also has all of your safety features, adaptive cruise control, lane change assist, and surround view cameras, so you're set as far as all that stuff goes. It is good to have that kind of thing with all the sporty bits to go along with the car. Sport design mirror, that one is often overlooked. It is a full painted mirror with a slight different shape and base to it. Another fun option on the GTS is the side blades. They are standard in black, but for no charge on the GTS, you can have them painted to match the body color. I think that's a really nice touch. I would do the same. And then you do see the little black GTS logo in there. We added the black roof rails, which automatically gives us the black window surround. So that's gonna make for a nice clean kind of build. Again, the badging at the back of the vehicle does come standard in black, saying McCann GTS. The sport exhaust does come standard in black with the black sport exhaust pipes. So obviously on this build, we want to leave those black to go with everything else. The trailer hitch was added to this vehicle, so that's perfect if you do have a bike rack or something like that. Not great for super heavy towing or anything, but good for light towing or racks of sorts. So we also have the thermal noise insulated glass on this car. That is going to keep out more of the UV rays, and it's going to deaden the noise. It is a double pane glass, more like the ones in your house. So very nice feature there. Getting inside the vehicle, speaking of nice touches, added a few of those all the way around. So we have the red dial cluster and the red sport chrono clock. So again, this car is outfitted with the sport chrono, which gives you the dial on the steering wheel, the extra driving mode of plus, sport plus, the sport response button, and of course that does give you the launch control, which I can imagine is going to be a lot of fun in this car. Opted for the GT multifunction heated steering wheel, slightly smaller diameter, and then you get kind of the exposed screw look on it. Excellent steering wheel, again, that is heated as well, which is standard in this car. Also in the interior, this car is not missing much. Illuminated brushed aluminum door sills, so when you open the door they are backlit and they look really good. With the red accents from the seats, the dials, the seat belts have also been added red in there as well. So the majority of the interior is black, especially when you're sitting in the seats. So I really don't mind seeing all those additional red accents as well. Again, without going back to my sheet, I believe that is kind of the summary on this vehicle. There is probably a couple above and beyond options that we added to this. Would be the aluminum look gas cap. Even that's a super cool looking gas cap. You're probably going to be the only one enjoying that yourself. And then another nice above and beyond option, which is a really nice touch for a car like this, is the painted key with the leather pouch. So the key will be painted in that volcano gray. Again, as you can probably tell, very excited about this vehicle. It is most likely going to go straight up to our showroom for viewing. So I would encourage you, if you're in the market for a super sporty compact SUV, come down, take a look, but feel free to ask one of us. Again, you can ask for me by name. It's Jay Gombach. I'll be happy to find the keys, open it up, and give you a tour of the car. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you and your family. Take care.